Meet Patty, Jim, Farah, and Sven, 4 curious travelers on a mission to explore one of Europe's hidden gems, North Macedonia. A country rich in history, full of contrasts, and way more charming than anyone expected. North Macedonia sits right at the crossroads of cultures, blending ancient traditions with a laid-back Balkan vibe. Think Byzantine churches, Ottoman architecture, dramatic mountain landscapes, and food that will make you want to kiss the chef. In this video, they'll take you through cobblestone towns, hop on a boat with the coolest captain ever, and discover places where time seems to stand still. Spoiler alert, there will be laughs, stunning views, and probably too much cheese. So buckle up or, just hit play and come along for the ride as they uncover the magic of North Macedonia, an epic sunset at a time.
We are starting this trip in Ohrid, one of the oldest settlements in the European continent, and is UNESCO protected together with the lake, which is a natural UNESCO protected heritage. What do you like the most about the lake?
About the lake, actually the surrounding village, I would say. And also the fact that there's a lot of fish in it, and it's such a nice color. And then the surrounding mountains, all the green and the blue combined. It's lovely.
It feels like it's the sea, right? It
Yes,
has certain
yes.
feeling like the sea.
Yeah, sometimes I get this smell, and it's like it would have been the sea, but I tasted the water, and it was
sweet.
actually
This is strange.
it was not salty. It was sweet.
Something funny about the town is built in layers. So of course you can see things that are quite old in the city, but you have as well a lot of new housing, new construction. So it's a little bit confusing at the beginning. It's like, but this is new. How is gonna be one of the oldest civilization? Just when it's protected heritage and was in 1979, they stopped building and they control. Actually, they had to demolish some of the buildings around the theater, and then you can see the theater like open and nice. So we are going now to one of the main attractions. Is the Saint John Church. So let's go and check it out.
Okay.
Saint John.
I know it's from the 13th century,
Okay.
and it has a beautiful view over the lake.
UNESCO needs certain requirements to make something historical protection or cultural protection, natural protection. So this is natural and cultural protection heritage.
Whew. A lot of stairs.
It's steep, but it's worth it.
The other ones are more kitschy.
Yeah, I think it's less. Well, they renovate because they still go pretty much to their activities. This column is made by stone. It's from the 4th century, and they were part of the original basement, the original church that was destroyed. By whom? Who destroyed?
In 6th century.
Was a war in here?
Maybe other religion.
So the locals are really, really friendly. And how important it is to have their information, because I just said that for me it's like, okay, the painting is fading, I don't see the rest of the paintings, but the thing is, this was a Christian church, then the Ottoman Empire came and demolished everything and covered the paintings with plaster, and what we see is the remind of the plaster that the Ottoman Empire did, because it became a mosque, and after that it became again a Christian church, and then they discovered again the painting.
They wandered through the city, hopping from one Orthodox church to another because, seriously, they're everywhere. Each one more impressive than the last, fully painted from floor to ceiling with scenes of miracles and saints. But it wasn't just about the churches. The whole place felt like a postcard. Surrounded by mountains, cobblestone streets, and views of the sparkling lake. It was the kind of scenery that makes you stop, breathe in, and say, wow, this is actually real life.
You can bring the car in here. Are you ready for the car? With my...
The next day, things got even better with a boat ride across the lake, led by the most charming captain ever.
You can make the economy great big.
Between coffee sips and wine toasts, he spilled all the local secrets and shared stories about life in the area. Not bad for a casual cruise. Welcome to Skopje, the quirky, chaotic, and oddly charming capital of North Macedonia. By day, the city is buzzing with life. Locals sipping strong coffee at every corner cafe, street musicians playing funky Balkan beats, and markets filled with everything from fresh veggies to handcrafted souvenirs. Walk along the Vardar River and you'll find yourself crossing bridges that look like they belong in a fantasy movie. And then boom, you're face to face with gigantic statues. Like, seriously huge. There's one of Alexander the Great that looks like it could start walking if it wanted to. The city's architecture? A mix of modern, ancient, and, let's say, a touch of Las Vegas. It's bold, it's unexpected, and it somehow works. You'll find neoclassical buildings right next to Ottoman-era mosques, all under the watchful eye of the Skopje fortress. Now let's talk about one of the coolest ways to see Skopje from above. Just a short drive from the city center, there's a cable car that takes you all the way up to the top of Mount Vodno. And let us tell you, this isn't just any ride. It's like floating above a postcard. You slowly rise above the trees, the city starts shrinking below you, and the views. Chef's kiss. Inside the cabin, it's chill vibes only. Great for photos, deep thoughts, or just silently screaming from excitement. And if you're lucky, you might even catch a stunning sunset ride. It's like nature's version of a disco ball up there. At the top, you're greeted by the massive Millennium Cross and a panoramic view that makes you feel like you've conquered the Balkans. It's peaceful, windy, and a great place to pretend you're in a music video. So, if you're in Skopje and wondering what to do for a couple of hours, grab a ticket, take the ride, and enjoy the city from a whole new angle, literally. And when the sun goes down, Skopje turns up the volume. The bars and restaurants come alive, with everything from traditional folk music to electronic beats echoing through the streets. Whether you're up for a quiet dinner with riverside views or dancing until 3 a.m. with a bunch of new friends, you'll find your vibe here. Skopje may not be what you expected, but that's exactly why it's unforgettable.
This is the monastery of Naum of Onrit. He was from this area and he's considered one of the 7 apostles of the Bulgarian Empire. Found this monastery and he's buried actually in here. Today this is a school and you can have modern structures in the back and restaurants where you can come and enjoy. I recommend it. It's one of the most original churches that I have found in the area until now. In front is Albania. Actually this lake belongs half to Albania and half to North Macedonia. What an adventure. So we actually did something that I don't know if it's brave or stupid. We are in a, I don't know how do you say this in English or Netherlands, but in Spanish is cantera. So they take these big marble blocks. And then we saw on internet, okay, you have to go and it's beautiful, there is a lake. But we didn't expect that the way to come here was very narrow, very like steep, very dangerous. And I did read a review afterwards about these friendly, beautiful dogs that you have in there. And then people were saying, yeah, I came with my dog and they were chasing me and trying to bite my little dog. So be careful if you come here, following the instructions of Google Maps or internet. Be sure you don't bring any dog and be sure you don't go through this side because it's a private company and they are working in here. But for the rest, I will show you these beautiful images because it's beautiful.
From breathtaking landscapes to vibrant, hand-painted churches that pop with color and history, this country surprised them at every turn. Everywhere they looked, there was a view worthy of a postcard, or at least 10 Instagram stories. The food? Absolutely delicious. Think rich flavors, fresh ingredients, and prices that make your wallet feel like it's on vacation too. And the hotels? Stylish, cozy, and totally affordable. Luxury without the guilt trip. They found themselves constantly amazed by how much beauty and culture were packed into this small but mighty country. One moment they were walking through ancient ruins, the next sipping wine by a lake, surrounded by mountains. But the best part? Sharing it all with friends. Because the laughs, the spontaneous dance moves, and those deep chats over coffee or rakia, that's what made this trip unforgettable. And the cherry on top? They didn't even have to leave Europe to feel like they'd stepped into a whole new world. New culture, new vibes, new weather, all just a short flight away. North Macedonia, the kind of place you don't expect, but end up loving. Hope you discovered some hidden gems in this video, and now you're packing your bags for North Macedonia. If you ever make it there, don't forget to tell me in the comments.